Hey,
Hello, my name is Selena.
and my name's Theoni, and you are listening to Piping Hot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Piping Hot. I hope everyone is doing well.
I feel like we always start like, oh, I hope everyone's doing well. And I'm like, yeah. And then I just like don't know what to say. But that's okay.
Maybe I should
But
start off and ask how you're doing.
That would be good. That would be
Okay.
a nice switch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope all of our listeners are doing well.
Great. You didn't even answer my question.
I can't tell if I'm like wide awake or
Oh.
like literally a zombie.
Got it. Okay.
I tried taking that nap that we talked about.
Yeah.
But it lasted like 10 minutes and then I went back to sleep for 7 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was eating McDonald's, that's why I couldn't.
Oh, good. I mean,
Yeah.
McDonald's versus sleep. I'll take McDonald's. Like,
I don't know if my stomach did though. I think it would have preferred some sleep. But
Yeah.
anyways, hot girls have stomach problems. Anyways, how has your week been?
It's been good. Work has been really busy. I am slowly back into revising, which is good.
Yay!
I know. I'm no longer in revising hell, which basically means that I'm doing better at revising, but still sucks. Like I don't know how to categorize it.
Do you feel like you're gonna make your goal that you have for yourself? How are you feeling about that?
I think I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like hopeful. I'm feeling way better about this than
good.
my last little speed round.
Good.
So yeah, I revised a chapter yesterday. I actually revised like 5 chapters yesterday. But
Crap. You are something else.
I know. But then I revised one other chapter where I was really sad. I took something out. And so I was like, I don't know. Because like when I first started revising at the beginning of the month, I took it out and I was like, oh my God, I hate it. I went back to reread it and revise it again. And I was like, oh wait, taking this little part out makes it so much better. So I'm just like feeling overall really good about the decisions that I've made. I definitely have to clean up some details and stuff, but it's definitely going better. Like way better.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like the hardest part of the revising process is taking out stuff that you love, but like trying to come to terms with the fact that it benefits everything else. But it's like, oh, I love that. But then it's like on the other side, since obviously you're going to continue to write more books, it's like you can always maybe use that general idea somewhere else.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
So,
Exactly.
nice.
But yeah, and then so that's going well. This past weekend I went to Chicago with my family, which was really fun. We rented like an Airbnb down there and just spent like a really quick weekend there. But yeah, it was really
Nice.
fun.
What'd you guys do in Chicago?
We just did stuff.
Cool. Wow. I've always wanted to do stuff.
We got dim sum, which was really good.
Nice.
My mom wanted to go see The Bean, which is because, well, she's seen The Bean before, but she hasn't seen it in a really long time, so she really wanted to go. So we went there, and then we went to their parks around, like Millennium Park and stuff. But yeah, no.
Did you go to the pier at all?
No, so we were going to, but then it was like so cold and windy and rainy. We were like, oh, I don't even know if it would like look good if we go out to the pier. So
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Very nice.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you've been busy. A lot of stuff going on.
And I hate it. You know how much I hate it.
I know. You're just like, I need to never talk to anyone for the next like week and a half.
Honestly.
Do you have a lot coming up like this, like after this?
I'm hanging out with my friends this weekend, and it's funny because it's like, it's just like I'm hanging out with friends. That is already so much for me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to mentally prepare. Like that is just the person that I am.
No, I think that's just being an introvert sometimes. It's like because you recharge on your own and it takes like a lot out of you to just do social things, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not having ample time to actually be able to recharge the way you need.
Yes, exactly.
So I get you, girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you feel validated as fuck.
I am. I do feel that. How are you?
I'm okay. This past week has just
Mhm.
been like nuts. So, first of all, just like boy drama, but like that's
Mhm.
done now. I have
Good.
now officially gotten ghosted for the third time this year, which is really, really exciting
Yeah.
for me. So,
Oh my
cheers to me being emotionally mature and
god.
these
Mhm.
mofos out here not even able to communicate. I'm a big girl. I can handle if someone's not interested in me, but just like communicate that with me, especially
Yeah.
when it's been like you've been initiating and stuff. So,
Yeah.
anyways, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm fine. But moving on from that, and then this past weekend I surprised my whole family in Kansas City for my little cousin's
Yes.
graduation, which was so fun because like I
Good.
showed up and my dad just like causes chaos for no reason. So my initial thing, the airport was only 10 minutes from the hotel where my entire family was staying, so I was like, to avoid any like having to come up with an excuse or whatever, I'm just gonna Uber from the
Yeah.
airport, like it'll be
Yeah.
fine, it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I land and I get a text from him. It's like, text me when you're like down by baggage claim, I'm here. And I was like, what? So then he ends up picking me up from the airport and I'm like, what did you tell him? Like, how did you escape? And he was like, oh, I just told him I needed space. I was like, you
Oh
what?
my
And he
god.
was like, yeah, I told him that everyone is just being too like annoying and loud and that I just needed to like go away for a little bit. And I was like, why did you do that? He was like, yeah, they were pretty mad at me. And I was like, and he was like, yeah, your mom was like getting mad and she didn't understand. And then he turned off his location too on Find My Friends. So not only did he leave like flames behind him, but he turned off his location, just caused chaos for no reason when I could have just
was
Ubered.
I am so sorry. Your dad doesn't seem like a real person. Like I feel like you're not like this you just made this up. Like you just made this
No
up.
way. It was the
Oh
funniest thing ever
my
because then
god.
when we got back to the hotel, everyone was in one room just like hanging out watching a
Yeah.
movie or
Yeah.
whatever. And my dad walks in first and they were all like, where are you? And then I like walked in and everyone was like, oh my god, and like freaked out and stuff.
Oh.
So they're like, why did you lie about that? He was like, well, I had to go pick her up. I'm like, there are so many other excuses you could have used, but you know
Honestly.
what, it was a really good weekend. My family is
Good.
my family, and yeah, I was definitely very tired. I still
Yeah.
feel like mentally I'm recovering. And then this past week, my mom's coming this weekend, which I'm really excited about.
Oh,
But that
fun.
means I've been in like cleaning mode, just like make sure
Yep.
everything's prepared for her to come. And one of the things I was doing is like washing my comforter and my sheets.
Yep.
Somehow, I don't know what I did, but I put my comforter and like my blanket that goes in between my comforter and my sheet in the wash.
Mhm.
And then I put it in the dryer. I take it out of the dryer and somehow like half of each was like hardened and scrunched up. Like it had like, I don't know if I put the heat too high or something or like didn't read the instructions, but I destroyed both of them. So I had to buy a new blanket and a new cover.
Shut up.
Yeah. So that was money I didn't really want to spend, but it looks
Yeah.
nice. It's still just like a plain white one because you know me and my neutrals. But
Yeah. I'm sorry, that sucks.
no, it was just like, okay, thank you, universe. I
Yeah.
appreciate you and your thoughts. But yeah, but anyway, so my week has been a little chaotic, but
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about it. I
Good.
did unfollow that man on Instagram,
Good.
and I'm gonna post a really cute picture tomorrow, and I hope he sees it. And I
Do
hope he
it.
likes it.
Honestly, like I'm happy that he is gone because I'm like the amount of energy and thought you exerted
Yeah.
when you got absolutely nothing. I'm like, absolutely not. It is
Yeah.
2023. We should
I
not be
know.
groveling to get an average man's attention.
No, literally, literally. So I feel like if anything, for all you
Yeah.
people who are dating, who are listening, I feel like if anything, it just was a reminder because I haven't been on dates in a while. I feel like I've really kind of like put a lot of focus to myself. And then this is kind of like my first real thing back into it. And I think I've learned, like, really just the minute that they start showing you things that you might not like, it's just not worth your energy.
Yes.
Yes, like, try to communicate your needs and, like, your boundaries. Like, that's very important. But, like, it's also, I'm too old to teach someone what I need and, like, how to communicate. So you either meet me where I'm at or you don't meet me at all, you know?
Exactly.
So,
and that's what
where I'm at.
Yeah, and I think that was
Mic drop.
I think that's what was the most frustrating part. Like, you weren't even asking for a lot. It's just like,
yeah. No, I was asking for the bare minimum.
No, like, literally the bare minimum. Like, the bar was, like, on the ground. Like, it wasn't even lifted off an inch. Like, it was on the ground.
Literally. Like, sometimes I wish I was like, wow, this makes me sound so not humble, but sometimes I wish I was more of a bitch because, like, I feel like I'm just too nice to people who don't deserve it.
Yep, you are.
Yeah.
Because I'm the bitch. Okay. Okay. And you are too nice. But I love that about you, you know?
And I love that you're a bitch. Just kidding. Anyways, okay. Move to Martha. Any other big life updates?
No, I think that's it. But what are you drinking? Because that looks delicious. Is it coffee again? Is it really? Holy
it is.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I was tired. And, like, I was ordering my DoorDash McDonald's and the mocha frappuccino was just looking at me with all its, like, whipped cream and stuff.
Yeah.
But I put it in a mug to be festive that says piping hot.
Oh my God, love. That is very festive. No, it looks so good.
Yeah, honestly, it really slaps. And I got a small, so it's not a lot of caffeine. I mean, it's pretty much sugar. So
yeah. No, I got when we were driving back from Chicago, I got a milkshake from McDonald's. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how much these hit. Like, oh my God.
There is something about them. There is something about them.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. Okay. Well, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking a new tea today. So
shut up.
I know, right? In Chicago, we went to H Mart, which is basically like an Asian store there.
Okay.
And I went down the tea aisle and I was like, oh my gosh, I should get some new tea. So I got some Korean tea. And this one is flavored gojo berry. And it's actually really good. I was expecting it to be a lot sweeter, but it's actually really good. Like, I love it.
Is it still like a berry flavor, but just not really sweet? Or is it more earthy or like, because I don't know what the heck a goji berry is.
I have no clue either. I just picked it off the shelf. I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. They had these like cute little like graphics on it. I was like, oh, I like that. And that's how I picked it.
Fair.
It tastes a lot more earthy, which is I was surprised because it's a berry, so I was expecting something sweeter, but honestly I don't mind this. Like, it's really good.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
There you go. Alrighty, what are you reading, watching, consuming, listening to? Fuck, I messed up the order.
No, that's you did great. Thank
you. I really tried to just sail through it because usually I hesitate and I screw myself up, but I tried something else and I still screwed it up.
That was so good.
So that's cool. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so what are you reading?
What am I reading? Okay, so I'm still reading Defend the Dawn by Bridget Kemmerer. I like literally have like less than 100 pages left. And honestly, it's good. Like, I wasn't feeling it for the first half of the book where I was like, oh my God, like, what's happening? Like, nothing's happening, but everything's happening, you know? Yeah. And then I just like hit this point where I was like, oh, okay, wait, I can get on board with this. And it's been really fun. It's like a super easy read. And so I'm just really enjoying it.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. I love that. I love when you're like, do I DNF it? Do I not? But then you keep reading and it like pays off.
Exactly.
Like, that is such a good feeling.
Exactly. What are you reading?
I feel like I've read a good amount maybe since we last talked, or maybe not a lot, but I still have read.
Okay.
So let me double check. So I have read okay. So I read 2 books. Okay. So one of them was Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. Wait, did I talk about that last week?
Yeah, but I didn't know you finished it.
Oh, yes. So I finished it. 5 stars, hands down. I need to go buy the other books in her
Shut up.
series. Like,
Seriously?
I thought it was so cute. It was just such an interesting, like, storyline, but so
Oh.
cute. And the main guy, Jacob, he is like, he's like my kind of main character man.
Yeah.
Like he's like a Russell-ish, like just really
Don't you dare say
nice.
that. Don't you
No,
dare
well,
say that.
now you have to read it.
I
Now
know
you have to read it
you know how I feel
because
about
like
Russell.
I know how you feel about Russell. That's why I'm saying it to get you to read it. But like it's literally he is just so kind, but also like the way that they display like mental illness in this as well is really really cool. So I really appreciated that
Okay.
about this book. And then the other one I read is The Plus One by Maisie Eddings.
Oh, yes.
That one recently came out. It was really really good. I love the main character in this because she was half Greek half Italian, so like I was here for that. I was like,
Love.
yes, Greek representation, hello. It was like kind of like a best friend's brother, enemies to lovers trope. It was really, really good. I had read one of her other books and I didn't realize, but this was kind of the third in a little series. So, do
Yeah.
you remember that book you read, Brush with Love?
Yes.
This is with kind of characters from that, like one of Harper's friends. It's like her love story.
Oh
So,
my
so
gosh.
you get a Daniel Kim. It's really really good. I am such a sucker for these standalone
Yeah.
series where like they're kind of interconnected but not really because I love seeing like your favorite characters pop up. So
Yes.
highly recommend both of those. Honestly, it was like such a good week
Wow.
of reading for me. It just
Good.
reminds me why I love the genre, you
Oh,
know?
that's good. I feel
Yeah.
like you always need a good pick me up after you've read
Mhm.
some like so books like that.
Mhm.
It always feels so good to read like such a solid 5-star book.
Exactly. No, it seriously does. So I'm gonna go pick up the other one of the books that I missed in that Abby Jimenez series
Oh,
because
okay.
I think that was the first book I read of hers. So
Nice.
gonna go pick up the other ones, which I'm very excited about. So
Very nice. Wow.
yes,
Wow. I love
yes.
it. What are you watching?
Okay, so I have been watching The Voice. Um,
Nice.
I'm convinced after the live shows this past Monday that it was rigged
Yeah.
because have you seen that?
I've
There
seen
ain't no way that both of Blake Shelton's people made it through compared to some of the
yes.
other artists who got sent home. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but like there's no way.
Yeah, I didn't watch the episode, but I've seen the performances on TikTok and then everyone commenting about it being like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that so and so went home. Like this is
Mhm.
so it's literally like unbelievable how they went
No.
home."
It it's really it's really absurd.
Yeah.
Like out of the 3 who went home, I know specifically Riley Tate Wilson and Holly Brand
Mhm.
from Team Niall
Yep.
and Team Kelly. They should have stayed or one of them should have stayed over the people on like it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know, seems fishy to me,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. So I've been watching that and then I also finished rewatching Bridgerton season 2.
Yeah, you did.
I It never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
So good. And I am telling you, like, if you guys watch all the Bridgerton shows, rewatch season 2 after you've
Mm.
watched Queen Charlotte. Because I'm telling you, every single thing the Queen does now has a whole new meaning, and it's really too much. It is. So that's what I've been doing. Emotional roller coaster over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've been meaning to rewatch season 2 cuz I just miss Anthony. Like I just miss
Oh,
him.
they're the
I know.
best. But okay, what are you watching?
I'm watching nothing. I've
Okay,
been revising, so I've been revising and reading. So it's like when I do those two things, I don't watch anything. But when I was
that makes
brushing
sense.
Cora earlier today, I started an episode of Shark Tank, but it was mostly just like background noise, like
Freaking love Shark Tank,
I know, me
bro.
too.
Oh, the best.
I know.
What are you listening to?
So I'm not listening to an album particularly, but I am listening to my R&B mix and my pop mix that Spotify puts together for me, which is always really nice because it's like songs that I like, or at least like the vibes that I like. But yeah, nothing really in particular.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right.
What about you?
I'm not gonna lie, my May 2023 playlist has a lot of throwbacks, but it's kind of slapping so far.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of songs on it, but I just want to read you the songs on my playlist,
Yeah,
okay?
go for it.
So there's Regulate by Warren G and Nate Dogg, which
Yep.
we've talked about.
Yeah.
I have Respect by Aretha Franklin, Jealous Nick Jonas,
Mm.
West Side by Ariana Grande,
Ugh.
No Scrubs TLC, Champion by Neoni and Burn Boy, They Don't Love It by Jack Harlow, Borderline by Tove Lo, which slaps, by the way. If you have not heard that song, you have to go listen to it. Sting by Fletcher,
Mm-hmm.
Hold the Line by Toto. Don't ask me why that's thrown in there, but it slaps, okay? Yeah. A couple of Miley Cyrus songs.
Nice.
I have Let Me Love You by Mario. I have Hypnotized by the Notorious B.I.G. I don't know why, but I've been listening to that. Skyfall, and then Turn Me On by Kevin Little and Turn Me On by David Guetta and Nicki Minaj. There's a few other songs, but like those are the highlights. And honestly, I am in such a good mood when I play it. Like all those songs, I'm just like, heck yeah. So good. That's what I've been listening to.
I will say that's a very good mix. Like they're all very different, but honestly, like they work.
Yeah,
like it's weird.
No, it is weird. So I don't know how that happened, but I'm very much enjoying it.
I love it. What are you consuming?
My mocha frappuccino from McDonald's.
Okay.
I also had some nugs and some fries. But other than that, I've been eating one of my like Greek chicken veggie hummus bowl things. Just because my mom's coming this weekend and we're going out to eat a ton. And so I was like, I don't want to buy a ton of stuff for the week. So I just bought some stuff that would be easy to kind of throw in a bowl and eat. So that's kind of been my meals of the week.
So like what's your go-to to get at McDonald's? Is it always like chicken nuggets and fries?
It's either the 10-piece nugget meal with like fries and a Diet Coke, or it's the 2 cheeseburger meal with fries and a Diet Coke.
Oh, so it's just like whatever you're like feeling in the mood for.
Yeah, but I would say more oftentimes than not, I want the 2 cheeseburger meal.
Oh, interesting. Okay, very nice.
Yeah, how about you?
Honestly,
I feel like you're a quarter pounder hoe. I don't know why.
Okay. I should be though. I usually get like a 6-piece chicken nugget, and then I get like a McChicken and then a McFlurry.
Wow. You are a McFlurry hoe. I knew this.
I am such a McFlurry hoe.
Okay, but do you want a McFlurry or would you rather have an Oreo McFlurry or an Oreo Blizzard from Dairy Queen? Don't pick the wrong answer.
I think I would do... Oh, that's interesting because almost like Dairy Queen, it's like almost a thicker consistency versus McDonald's, but I love whatever the fuck they put in the McDonald's McFlurry. Like the vanilla in it is so good. So I'd have to go with McFlurry.
Okay, so you did choose wrong.
Why? Why?
Because Blizzards are top tier.
Honestly, I would pick a concrete mixer from Culver's versus a Blizzard.
That's controversial. Yeah. But they're both good. But see, the thing is, I feel like concrete mixers are different. Because that's like custard versus ice cream.
Yeah, yeah.
So those are hard to compare.
Okay.
Okay. What were you talking about? Oh, yeah. What have you been eating? Consuming. Fuck.
Anyways. I have been eating like shit. Like after coming back from Chicago. Well, before we went to Chicago, we went grocery shopping. But after Chicago, I'm like so lazy that I don't want to cook. So I'm like, I don't know. I've been really bad at eating these past couple of months, and I feel like I need to get back on track, but it's just so much effort. And I feel guilty about it, but I'm way too lazy to do anything about it. So I'm just kind of stuck in limbo right now.
I get you, girl. I think it's so hard to just like start fresh with that stuff because that temptation for like crappy food is always there because there's always plans with friends where you're going out to eat or doing this or that. Yeah. So
yeah, that's the story of my life. So
nice. No, literally. Okay, so I know we both don't have a lot of pop culture this week, but we
Yes.
can share what we do have. Do you
Yeah.
want to start?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's talk about the most important thing since we've last chatted or we've last
Hmm.
recorded. And that is the atrocity that is the It Ends With Us pictures that have been released. I almost
Here,
didn't even want to put it on my pop culture list because I have just been so incredibly disappointed.
I know, me too. And here's the thing. I saw one video. Do you know that girl? I think her name is Kiara on TikTok. She like does a lot of book reactions
I don't
and stuff
know.
like that. Okay, I
Maybe.
feel like if I sent her to you, you might
Okay.
recognize her, but she was kind of like justifying it in a way where she's like, well, maybe they did it in a different time period and they always up ages for stuff like that. But then I'm thinking about it because then I saw someone's response to it and I'm like, but I feel like their ages were so significant to the
Mm-hmm.
storyline. And like, also, like, even if that is the vibe you're trying to give Lily, like, those outfits still are just horrid. Like, it's just, there's no justification for how horrid they are.
Yeah.
Because you can be in a different time period, but still have some sort of style or some sort of whatever.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work because it feels like, okay, if you're gonna up the age, then you need to make the clothes match the age of the people.
Yes.
Like, I feel like they're dressing Blake Lively as like a young girl in a different time period than like what it is. So it's like
Yes.
it's so disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
This movie is gonna be
Mm-hmm.
horrid.
I heard that they're not even aging up the characters. I read one of the comments on TikTok saying that like someone was there on set and heard that they didn't age up the characters. So I'm not sure how like
So
credible
she's
that
gonna be
is.
playing a 23-year-old girl.
I
She's almost 40.
I know.
And I'm not saying that anything about that, but I'm just like, that's not, you can't
I
do
know.
that.
I know. So I don't know. Honestly, like Lily is not my favorite character. I'll be honest with you. She's not my favorite MC.
Hmm.
But you don't have to do her dirty like that. Like you don't
No.
have to dress her in that like who is the fashion person? Like who decided the wardrobe of this movie? Like I literally do not understand. I don't.
I can clearly tell the dynamic that they're going for with the wardrobe to make her the quirky, like kind of nerdy, earthy type of
Yeah.
girl. Like I can tell that's what they're going for, but it was pulled off so poorly.
Yeah, no. And I don't think Blake can pull that off in all respects to her
Hmm.
because I look at her and I'm like, "Oh, that's money." Like she
Yep.
is that bitch, right? Like
No, she
in
is.
A Simple Favor, like perfect.
Literally.
Absolutely perfect cuz she literally just screams wealth. And I think she
Hmm.
pulls that off really really well. But from the pictures that I've seen of this stupid movie, I don't know if she can pull off this other side.
But
Like
that's what I mean. That's just not.
yeah,
Anyways, it is like actually aggravating
it is.
and it makes me not even want to see the
I
movie,
know.
but I feel like I'm
Same.
going to see it just because I have to, but
Oh.
like I don't necessarily want to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mine aren't very exciting, just a couple of marriage announcement. But the first one is that Chriselle Staus from Selling Sunset and G Flip are married,
Very
which
nice.
I always thought that that relationship was kind of like a PR thing or like, I don't know, but I guess they're together and they're happy and good for them, I guess.
I don't know who they are, but I'm happy for them, I guess.
Yeah. I mostly know Chriselle because she was on Dance with the Stars,
Oh,
but
got it,
that's
got
about
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing that I didn't want to talk about, but it's been going on for so long that I feel like I need to address it, which
Okay.
is Taylor Swift and Matt Healy. I am in denial, okay? This is another Tom Hiddleston. I don't think she's
Mm,
actually in a relationship with Matt, who, if
mm.
you guys don't know, he's the lead singer of the band The 1975. And I'm in denial because I honestly do not understand it. I don't.
And I don't mean to be rude, but he just seems like the kind of guy where I feel like Taylor's like taking a step back.
Mm,
And that's not to say that he's like less than her, but it just feels like they give off very different vibes. And like he
yes.
just seems more immature, kind of like a very much different vibe than her, and I guess sometimes relationships like that work, but it just doesn't make sense, and I just feel like she needs someone a little more mature maybe or something. I don't know.
Honestly, anyone will do at this point. Like, I don't know. I just don't know what she's doing, and I'm
Mm,
just very confused about it. And I, again, too, it's like I know that they've been friends for a while.
mm.
So, like, okay, yeah, cool. Like, they've crossed paths before. They've probably, they've talked over the years and stuff. But, like, this relationship, I'm just, like, so confused. I've honestly been in denial about it. Like, every single time I see a picture of them, I'm like, no, it's gone.
Well, it's also interesting. People have been talking about the fact that like there were no pictures of her and Joe Alwyn, and then all of a sudden she starts dating him, and there's pictures everywhere.
That's literally why I said this is another Tom Hiddleston thing.
Yeah.
Because after Calvin Harris, they were kind of quiet a little bit. Like, they were very public at the beginning, but during their relationship, they started dwindling off, and there was no more pictures between them. And then when she broke up with Calvin Harris, she immediately dated Tom Hiddleston, and that shit was everywhere. So a part of me, again, is like, I don't think it's real. I think Taylor is just like doing it as PR, or she's like trolling people, which I'm not surprised about because the media is not nice to her. And so I'm just like, you know what? I think I'll be fine in denial, thinking that this is not a real relationship.
I guess you, girl.
Yeah.
And then the last pop culture thing I have is that Colton Underwood married his longtime boyfriend. So,
yes.
Which is just such a wild situation that happened in the first place, which is how it all went down. Like, but you know what? Good for him. I hope he's happy.
Yeah.
And it seems like he is. So good for him, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, after all that he's gone through, like, I'm happy that he's happy finally.
Yep, for sure.
So. I think that's it for pop culture, right?
I think it is, yeah.
Sweet. Do you want to introduce our episode topic today?
Okay, guys. I had the most horrible idea ever. That we are going to try to fan cast Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. So pretend it's becoming a movie or a TV series or something like that. We are going to be fan casting the characters from Throne of Glass. I think this is going to be a shit show because no one's going to be good enough.
No, honestly. Like, I think this is even worse than ACOTAR because, like, these characters are so close to me and I love them so much. Like, I would die for them. Yeah. And they've gone through so much. Like, their journey is, like, insane. So I am so protective of them that I'm like, no one can do them justice. Like, that's the thing.
No, exactly. So I'm just going to take this as like for fun and try not to get too heated about it because like I'm so protective over them.
Yeah.
But I'm going to hate my answers and I'm going to hate your answers.
Yeah, same,
like there's no hope for anything.
Same.
So like we'll just try to have fun with it. But I know we're going to get into some arguments.
I think there's like only 2 out of our whole list of characters where I'm like, oh, I love this suggestion. But other than that, I'm like, I don't care. I just put someone down.
Yeah. No, I actually agree with that. Okay. And I feel like some of the people I chose like maybe could be switched around to different people.
Yeah.
And I feel like they could fit in the world, but maybe not necessarily for the character I chose, but somewhere in the SJM realm.
That makes sense. We're going to start from the bottom of our list and work up. So, the bottom of the list starts with Sorsha.
My girl.
No, not your girl.
Stop it, she is. Most underrated character of all time.
Who I didn't even cast because I don't like her. Like, I don't care about her.
Okay.
Who did you cast?
I care.
Who did you cast?
Okay. So the first person I cast was Kelsey Aspil. She was a character on One Tree Hill, but her like look and her face I could see. She played Gigi on One Tree Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But my second choice would be me.
Shut. You know that she like kisses Dorian like once and they have like a thing for a week and then she's done?
They kiss more than that, yeah, but that's all I need.
Her head is literally cut off and then
Okay,
she's
but my head
dead.
would be cut off with my last moments being kissing Daddy Phantom Hands.
And being a
Is that
traitor. And being a traitor. Remember?
She's
Sorsha
not.
was a double agent. She was a double agent. And
She
we've
was
already determined this. And
She
TikTok
literally
agrees
was
with me.
not.
TikTok
She
agrees with
okay,
me.
you know what? I
TikTok
don't
agrees
give a
with me.
fuck what you have to say. See, we're already starting to fight.
Okay, honestly though, I could see you be Sorsha.
Thank you.
Yeah, because she's a healer and she's kind and she's also a double agent. So,
are you saying I'm Two-Faced, bitch?
No.
This is like the most minor character
I know,
already.
But you
about to fight.
You know how I feel about her, though. That's the thing.
I know, but I just don't know why you have such strong feelings if you don't care.
Because she did Dorian so dirty in a time when he needed the most support. She was there in the most twisted reason ever. And I'm like, no, that's unforgivable because he needed so much help.
Whatever.
It's sorry. I'm coming from this of protecting Dorian, okay?
Okay, no. Now we gotta take a pause for a second. Because you could say that I'm not protecting Dorian when you know he is like my top.
I know that, but why would you support Sorsha so avidly when you should be supporting Manon instead?
Because I just like her.
Okay, fine.
Bring back the hits, 2023.
Yeah. Honestly.
Okay, moving on, because otherwise we're never gonna get through these.
No, honestly.
Okay. Next on our list, Sartok.
Okay.
Who did you have?
Again, I don't care about this. Like, okay, but I will say, I love Sartok, but the person that I casted, I don't care. Like, I don't feel strongly about this person.
That's
but
how I
love Sartok. I love him so much. Mm-hmm. I just love him. I picked, I think I'm gonna butcher his name, but it's like Avian Joe. I don't know.
I chose him too.
See, there we go. He's
the
from
man Beck from Victorious,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
I can see it.
That. Yes.
He has the look.
Yeah. And I feel like he could be like a commanding leader, but also that like quiet side that Sartok has.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I could see it.
Okay.
I could see it.
Okay.
Very Good
nice.
for us.
Yeah.
I think we needed to agree on something after the shit that went down with Soru.
Okay. Nehemia. Who do you have for Nehemia?
Yeah. I had a hard time with this because I have such a specific image of Nehemia in my head. But the only person that I feel like came close that I knew, because there are some actresses I saw when I was looking around that I was like, oh, I could see her, but I didn't know anything about their acting. So like I didn't.
Yeah,
whatever.
That's the thing.
But I put Yara Shahidi.
I love her.
Yeah. So I feel like the thing is, though, with other people I cast, she might be like kind of too young.
I was just going to say she looks very young.
Mm-hmm.
But I love her.
Yeah. Who did you put?
I don't know if you're going to like this one. Again, I don't really care about Nehemia. Also, I was having such a hard time casting these people in the correct age group because I don't know if it would be just like mid-20s because these characters are 18. Like Aelin is 18, 19. Yeah. But a part of me is like, if this truly becomes a movie or a TV show, I honestly think they would do mid to late 20s for all of these characters. I think so too.
That's like what I pictured in my head.
Okay, got it. So I would say for Nehemia, I think I'm going to butcher her name, is Arsema Thomas from Queen Charlotte. She is Lady Danbury.
Oh, I could see that.
I feel like she has such like... She's like so poised and like she like has that side and I know she can act that way. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh, like I feel like she could do Nehemia really well. And I feel like some of the speeches that she had too in Queen Charlotte would transfer very well for Nehemia.
That's such a good one.
Yeah, okay, good.
Wow. Good. Okay, I like that one a lot.
Okay, very nice.
Okay, next person. Nezrin.
Who do you have for Nezrin?
Well, I was thinking of another one as we were talking.
Okay.
I have two people.
Okay.
So I have either Simone Ashley or Naomi Scott.
I have Naomi Scott.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly, I would do Naomi Scott just because I feel like she has a little edge. Like Nesrin I feel like has edge, and
Yeah.
Naomi Scott gives that off, like that vibe.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
I
cool, cool,
agree.
cool.
Yeah.
Very
But a good
nice.
second option. Yeah, okay. Irene.
So this one was another one where I wasn't really sure because I think the person that I casted is a little too young.
Okay.
But her name is Madison Petitis. I don't know if I'm saying whatever.
Pettis. She was from the game plan.
She was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
I think she's a little too young,
I
unfortunately.
think so too.
But
like vibe wise and like the hair,
yes!
perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, what about you?
So I don't know if you pronounce it Natalie or Nathalie Emmanuel. She was the main girl in The Invitation.
I could actually see it.
Yeah.
Depending on who, because yeah, she is a little older, but I feel like you could.
But when I think about like who I cast for the other people, I feel like she could still look young enough compared to other people. Like I feel like she could play down a little bit or play older, depending on who you have.
Yes, I agree.
So
okay, I actually don't hate it.
Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, I hate the person I have for Sam. I hate it.
Sam
so
Cortland.
You have to go first.
So here's the thing. I came from the perspective that Sam is only in this show/movie only in flashbacks. And unfortunately, spoiler alert, he doesn't live past 18. So I chose someone who was younger, thinking that he would be in these scenes with flashbacks. And I picked, oh my God, how do you say his last name? Louis Partridge, I think?
Oh, Partridge, yeah.
He's from Enola Holmes.
Yes.
And I love him. I love him. I don't think he has the edge that Sam has, but the face is clearly Sam.
Okay. I get it.
Okay. What about you?
No, I don't even want to say mine because it's so bad.
What is
and
it?
Like, I put Sam Claflin, but that's like not even correct.
That is,
I feel like
you're right.
Sam Claflin, like 10 years ago, maybe. But he's much too, like,
way too
old now.
He was even kind of too old to play Billy. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, but exactly. So, like, I feel like
if,
like, back in Hunger Games days.
Oh, yeah, when he was
more
Finnick.
of that vibe. That version of him could be Sam.
Yeah, because he was 23 when he started in the Hunger Games. So, like, perfect.
That would be perfect. Yeah.
If only we can just turn back time. Around. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Our favorite baddie, Maeve. Just kidding, not a baddie, but like a bad person. I have 3, and I don't really like any of them.
Oh my gosh. Okay, go through all of them.
So the first one, looks-wise, but not acting-wise, okay? I put down Megan Fox.
No.
Yeah. I don't like it, but it's just...
Look-wise, yes. Acting, no.
Yeah. No, I don't think she has like necessarily, this sounds so bitchy, but like doesn't have the acting chops for it. But I think the piercing eyes with the really dark hair and like that mean look.
Yes.
Like I feel like that part fits.
Honestly, too, it would make sense why every one of the cadre is like fucking her. Well, not every one of the cadre, but you know what I mean.
No, literally though. But that's the thing about Maeve. Like she needs to be someone like people like so.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. Another person I had for Maeve is Megan Ori. I don't know if you ever watched Once Upon a Time, but she was Little Red Riding Hood in Once Upon a Time.
Oh.
But I feel like she has the same kind of vibe as Megan Fox.
Yeah.
But
it's
like
the face. It's like the look.
Yeah. Exactly. And I feel like her acting would match up more. And then the other person I had was Amanda Seyfried, but I don't think I like that.
I don't like it either.
Yeah. Nope.
So I had, now that I'm thinking about it, I think she might be a little too old.
Okay, but let's hear it.
Yeah. Okay. I chose Lena Headey, or whoever. She was in Game of Thrones. And she has like, in the most kindest way, she has like a bitchy look. Like just really like commanding, very mean, like no bullshit. And I feel like she would play Maeve really well.
Yeah, I feel like face-wise maybe, but something about, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Who's next?
Caltane.
Who did you put?
I think she's too old. Also, I don't really. Okay, I do care about Caltane, but I don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna butcher her name again. Emerald Tobia or whatever. I don't know. She was in Shadowhunters.
Oh, I could see that.
I think she's a little too old though.
No, I like her better than either of the ones I said.
Who do you have?
Because I had Caitlin Stacy, who she was in that new Smile movie, but she was also in Rain. She played Kenna.
I saw that. Okay, wait. Actually, I could see her because she looks younger than.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And the other person I had was Camilla Luddington. She plays Jo Wilson on Grey's.
Yep, I also saw that.
Yeah. But I feel like she could be a little too old.
Yeah, I think so too.
Who did you have for Lysandra?
Okay. So Lysandra is like one of the people where I'm like, oh, I actually really, really love this fan cast. And it's Olivia Cook from The House of Dragon. I just feel like she looks like Lysandra. Like you can't really like mess with her. But she's like so pretty and elegant, right? She's like on the arm of Arobin or whatever. Like I feel like she is a good side piece to say in the most respectful way ever. But I don't know. I love her. I
feel like she maybe doesn't give off enough of like a badass vibe for me. I don't know why.
Oh, interesting.
But I've also never seen her act.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe if I saw her act, my mind would be changed. But I don't really like my Lysandra fan cast because I had her fan casted for something in ACOTAR, but I put Phoebe Tonkin. Because
everyone wants Phoebe Tonkin. No, I saw that for Lysandra too, and I was like, no, I can't do Phoebe Tonkin anymore.
But yes, but I think her general look fits Lysandra better because I always imagine Lysandra like a little bit of darker features.
But if I had to choose, Phoebe Tonkin would be Nesta over Lysandra.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Okay, at least we got there. The next person we have on our list is Evangeline. I didn't have anyone.
Oh my god, I didn't either.
Okay, cool. So fail.
Amazing.
Okay, the next one we have is Erewhon. I like my cast for this.
Oh, okay. I want to hear.
Okay, I put Jamie Campbell Bower.
Oh my gosh, wait. I actually love that
because like he's like the king with all the dead people in the Valg and like whatever, and I feel like he's gaunt enough, and like with some hair and makeup and stuff he could like look so creepy and kind of like ghastly, you know. Isn't that kind of slap?
That is so good. Why didn't I think about him?
Yeah, I
love him. Thank you. Okay, again, mine is like way too old. You have to remind me, is like Erewhon and Maeve like the same age as Aelin and the cadre or whatever? Because like what do they look like? Because they're immortal, right?
Yeah, yes-ish, but I think the thing is that like because they're kind of immortal or like just mad old, like the age is different, right? So even I feel like they stay looking the same age for way longer, so there's flexibility with what age they are.
Yeah, because like all the older people, like Maeve, the King, Erewhon, I casted older people.
Yeah,
but I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh shit, they are immortal. Like they'd stop aging somewhere between late 20s, early 30s. So I casted really old people, but it's fine. My Erewhon, which I thought that I loved, but I love yours better. Is, I'm gonna fuck up his name, is Joaquin Phoenix.
I could okay, here's my thing.
Okay.
I could see it, but I feel like he might not look gaunt enough for me. Like I feel like because maybe he has a little bit of like he's a little taller, like a little bit of a bigger frame. And so like could I see him in like a commanding character? Yes, but I always, because of the people that Erewhon rules over, I feel like he has to look a little more like dead or something.
Okay.
But again, this is all just like who we're picturing in our head.
Yeah.
And SJM we trust, whatever she thinks.
Oh, yeah. I still like Jamie, though. That was a really good one.
Thank you. I was very proud of that one.
Okay, let's do the first of the cadre, Fenris.
Yes. I think I have 2 people, but I definitely like one of them better.
Okay.
So the one I like less is Luke Eisner. You've seen him in Fancast a lot, probably for Tamlin. I think he might look a little too, like, pretty for me. But then the one that I like a little better is Toby Regbo, who is Francis in Rain.
Interesting. That's very interesting.
Because I feel like he could play someone like a little commanding or like kind of badass, like if he wanted to, but then he also has like the softer side.
Honestly, I see your 2 fan casts more as Adian.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting.
now I'm intrigued to see who you have for Adian.
Okay. All right. Okay. So who do you have for Fenris?
Oh, Fenris, my baby. I love him. I love him so much. This shouldn't be a surprise, but I casted Callahan Skogman from Shadow and Bone because he has that broadness, right? But I feel like that broadness would translate really well for him transforming into the wolf or whatever. But I also feel like he has a really soft side, and I feel like that could come through with him and Aelin.
I get that. I don't know why Fenris, to me, it's like in my head is a little less commanding maybe than the other cadre. Yeah. And so I feel like...
But he's still a part of the cadre. Like, he still needs to have a presence, though, because the cadre are the cadre for a reason.
Yeah. No, I know.
So, like, even though he's not, like, a slimmer frame, I feel like Fenris still needs to have a presence, even though vocally he's the one who's very quiet.
Okay. That's a really good... I have lots to think about. No, because you're right.
Yeah, because the cadre are the cadre for a reason. I know. Yeah.
Okay.
I
hate who I have for Gabriel. I hate it. I don't even want to say it out loud. But I want to hear yours first.
No, I want to hear yours first.
You whore. Just kidding. Okay, I have Derek Feller. But I hate it. He's too pretty. He looks too much like a model.
Derek who?
Feller. He was in Baby Daddy.
Okay, I mean, I could see it. He is a little pretty. I feel like Gabriel's a little more like
he needs to be
rough.
A little more manly. Yeah.
Yes.
And yes. Also maybe a little bit older. I always not like old, but just a slightly older.
Well, he has to look
80's dad after all.
He has to look older than 80, and like they can't be the same age.
His death is overlooked.
Okay, wait. I can see him. Actually. That's not bad.
Okay.
I think he needs his facial hair though, because I'm seeing pictures without it, and I think he definitely looks better with facial hair.
I agree.
And longer hair too.
Yep.
Okay, my Gabriel is biased because I love him and I just want to cast him. I hate it, but it was just, this one was like fun. Like,
okay.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, but specifically from the Vanity Fair shoot. Not anything else. Specifically the way that he was styled in the Vanity Fair shoot.
He's not old enough. He's not.
Honestly.
Okay. You know what? All I'm going to say is you said it was fun. So
it was.
It'll be fun.
It was. I just want him to be in this franchise because he has the physique for it.
No, he does. He could be somewhere, but that's not.
Okay, fine. I just want him to be in the franchise, okay?
I know.
Arabin.
Who do you have?
This is another one with Lysandra where I'm like, this is him. Okay. But now that I'm thinking about it, he might be a little too... Wait, no, he's fine. Because Arabin isn't immortal, so he's fine. This is the one where I'm like, this is Arabin. And I said Michael Fassbender.
I did too.
Theoni.
That was one of the ones I felt so good about. If you guys have ever seen X-Men and him as Magneto, that is all you need to know.
Honestly, if he was Arabin, I would fold immediately. Like, no questions asked.
No, literally.
Like,
I'll
it's
put
horrible.
whoever you want, baby.
I know, exactly.
I'll wear whatever oil you want.
Yes.
I'll wear whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want.
Exactly. Like, so horrible, but I'm like, oh, I would do anything and everything.
No, literally.
Like,
he's so hot.
He's so hot.
He has the perfect, like, acting chops for that role, too.
Yes.
I'm so glad we're on board with that because I was feeling so good about that.
Fantastic. I love it. Literally love it. Nope. Nothing.
Same.
What? Shut up!
I could not find one person for Lorcan.
No, me neither.
No
Everyone kept saying Jason Momoa. I was like, I'm sorry. Is everyone out of their fucking mind?
That is not Lorcan even a little.
Ugh, no, not.
The only thing that they're saying is that is Lorcan about him is like his height and his like presence.
But even
like,
then, I'm like, no,
not even a little.
No. I could not cast Lorcan. I could no.
No.
I literally can't. Like, thinking about casting someone for him, it felt like physically ill. Like, I felt physically ill. No. I could not. Because he's Lorcan. Like, you.
I know. But that's the thing. Like, no one was good enough.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget that he's 7 feet.
I know.
Damn. I could climb him like a tree, honestly.
No, you could. You are a full 2 feet shorter than Lorcan.
I know. I'm literally a lead. You know, you're Sorsha. I'm a lead.
Okay, no. Okay, if you get to be a lead, then I get another person because the lead is way better than Sorsha.
Oh, I'm sorry, you already picked your character. You can't go back.
I did not pick. I
yes,
just
you
am
did.
a fan of her, girl. No. Fine. If you get to be a lead, then I get to be Irene or Manon.
Oh, I could see you as Irene.
Yeah, Yeah. Not a Manon. I am not a Manon, even a little.
No, you're not. Unfortunately, I feel like I could be a lead. I think I definitely have the height.
Yeah. The only thing me and Manon have in common is that like we fold for Dorian against our will. It's true.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, next, speaking of a lead, that's what we're talking about. Next.
Who do you have?
Okay, I don't like these people.
Yeah, I don't like the one I have either.
I don't know. I just like didn't, I don't feel strongly about them. So I have Lily Collins.
I have her too.
Yeah. And then I have Danielle Campbell.
Okay. See, here's the thing. I don't like either of those.
Yeah, me neither.
But the vibe of them where they're like a little smaller, more petite, like kind of innocent a little bit, but
has
also
the fire.
Could, like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So in that sense, yes, but like just not quite looks wise.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Next is Adian. I have 2 people.
Okay, who do you have?
I have Alex Pettyfer.
Oh, how interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And then I also have Lucas Till.
I would go with Alex.
Okay.
Over Lucas.
See, I feel like the thing with Lucas Till is you'd need to like beef him up.
Yeah.
But like I think with the right workout plan, we could get him to where he needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ironically, I said Luke Eisner, who you had for Fenris.
Okay.
Because I just feel like it's the hair. It's the hair, and I feel like he's a lot more slimmer. Like, I feel like he isn't as big and bulky as a cadre. Mm-hmm. Kale is definitely bigger than Adian. But I feel like Adian can still hold his ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get
This is insane how do I have that in my head, Theoni?
Yeah.
How do I know their sizes like that?
No, their body types, like how they look in relation to each other.
How do I know that? What is wrong with me?
Like, because they are our family. They are my home.
Honestly, like it's...
I almost said get out me swamp because I said home like Shrek. Home.
It's so funny how I just have that like conceptualized in my head anyways. Kale. The first love of my life. Okay. Mm-hmm. Who do you have?
I have the one that we sent to each other over TikTok. I have Gabrielle Basso from The Night Agent.
So good.
I think it's such a good fan cast.
I'm sorry, that's kale. That's literally
No,
kale.
it's literally kale. The only thing I will say, I wish his hair was a little darker, but they could just dye it a little or something.
Definitely.
Easy.
And it has to be a little longer because in the Night Agent, I think his hair is like cropped short.
But vibe-wise and like hair-wise, yes.
Oh yeah, that is kale. That's literally kale.
Okay.
Okay, Manon.
I have one.
I don't have any. I couldn't find a good Manon. I love Manon.
I know.
I love her.
I have one, but I don't love it. I wish this person that I chose was a little more mature looking.
Okay.
I put Dove Cameron.
Oh.
But I think just thinking of like the really pale and the very blonde hair and like almost like her with her blonde hair, but with her like aesthetic now.
Yes, and the bone structure of her face too is like perfect.
So like the vibe is there, but it's not quite right. But someone like her, but a little more mature looking. I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even want to talk.
The love of your life? You don't want to talk about the love of your life?
I can't.
You can't talk about the love of your life.
It makes me sick.
Who do you do you even have anyone?
Yeah, I have 3 and I don't like any of them.
You have 3? Oh, I have 1.
Okay, who do you have?
So honestly,
I know who you're going to say.
I would choose him to play Dorian over Reese, and it's Thomas
Doherty.
Yeah. Honestly, like
though,
it works.
Honestly, though, it works.
I can see him as Dorian so well, almost more so than Reese in a way.
A little bit.
Yes,
a little bit.
I don't know why.
I put him down too.
Okay. Remember, they're supposed to look alike. So I feel like Thomas could definitely go over and just play Dorian. Like, you know?
I actually totally agree.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, wait. Who were your other 2?
So my other 2, one of them was Logan Lerman. But I don't think I like that. I feel like Logan Lerman maybe would be more of a Sam than a Dorian.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one I have, this is a model.
Oh, okay.
That I saw other people fan cast on TikTok, and I know nothing about him, but his name is Evans Nikopoulos. He's Greek.
Oh,
he's hot.
Is
he? Is like smoking.
Honestly, though, I feel like Dorian does have that bone structure, which is why I said Thomas Doherty.
Yep.
Like I feel like Dorian is just he looks. He's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy.
I freaking love Dorian. My God.
Honestly, I will take Thomas Doherty. Like, I love that.
Yeah, I would take it too. That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah, that is very good.
All right, Rowan.
No. I have no one because no one can cast my husband.
You didn't put anyone?
No, I couldn't.
Who you need to say.
No. I was going to say Henry Cavill, but I was like, no, it's not because he's way too old. And I need someone else. I need him
down, but
no, I don't care. No, honestly, okay, as much as I love Henry Cavill as Rowan, in my fantasy world, I'm like, oh my God, yes, but realistically, I'm like, no. He's too old.
Okay, then why do you send me all these TikToks like, oh my God, that's Rowan. That's
because in my
Rowan.
fantasy world, did you not hear? In my fantasy world, he would be Rowan.
In my fantasy world. Do you hear me? In my fantasy world.
Not real, okay? That means not real. He would be Rowan, but
I get it.
In the cast of it all, yes, in the cast of it all, against the cadre, against Aelin, against everyone, he would look so old. Where I was like, I'd be like, no, because then at that point I would just age everyone up. But then that's like a little controversial, you know?
No, I get that.
So
okay, I hear.
Who do you have?
Oh, I put Henry Cavill. Oh my God. Because that's the only person who gives off the right vibe. But I don't know. It's like I need a young Henry Cavill.
Yes.
I don't know who that person is.
Me neither. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know who my husband is. So.
Yeah. Sorry, Jack.
It's fine.
Okay, Aelin.
Okay, the queen. I have 3.
I have 1.
Oh, who do you have?
I have Catherine Newton. She was in the newest Ant-Man movie. She played Cassie.
Yeah. Wait, she's a little young, though.
A little young. But depending on who else you cast, but like I feel like vibes-wise maybe could pull it off. I don't feel great about it because, again, who do you cast for Aelin? Like, that's impossible.
Actually, I could see her. She does have the vibe.
Yeah. So there's potential there.
Okay.
But who did you choose for your girl?
I picked 3, and I don't really like them in hindsight now after Catherine. But I don't know if I would like her because I think she's just too well known. But Florence Pugh. I think she's just a little well known, but I feel like she could do the acting chops right. I feel like she has such a huge range that she could do that.
Yeah.
My other one is Millie Alcock from The House of Dragons.
I thought you were about to say Millie Bobby Brown, and I was like, what are you on?
No.
Okay.
But I think she might be a little too young. And then my other one is Freya Allen from The Witcher, but I don't really like her. Her acting chops are not good, and I think she's a little too young.
Okay. All right. Wow. What a trip we just went on.
I know.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's impossible to cast these things because we all just have our own images in our head. But the reality is I think with these kinds of shows or movies or whatever, even like ACOTAR, like, yes, we have these people in our head, but I feel like sometimes it's just better off to pick someone who's like more unknown, because then it's like, okay, that person is Dorian or that person is Aelin or whatever, because I feel like they're so specific that if you pick anyone too famous, it's like, oh, I'm watching Florence Pugh be Aelin versus just watching Aelin. So
that's the thing. So I think, I don't know, I hope they do ACOTAR justice, because I don't think I want anyone well known. And the same thing with like Throne of Glass, if it ever becomes a TV show or a movie or whatever, I would be fine. Like Jamie Campbell Bower, I feel like he'd be perfect because he's like well known, but not that well known.
Exactly, and it's in a role that doesn't come in till later in the series, and it would be good like promo, you know.
Yeah, exactly, because
they should just
big
let
names.
us plan this. The fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can do this.
Whatever. All right, Selena. So, what are we talking about next week, or is it gonna be a surprise?
Next week, it's going to be a surprise. So make sure you come back to find out what next week's topic is and what Theoni and I will talk about.
Alrighty. Well, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.